Hi, this is the beginning of week 6 and we're going to be working on stated main ideas this week. Okay, we're going to be combining, starting this week is going to be a real big combination week, and for the rest of the semester we're going to be combining stuff. Last week we worked on the major supporting details and the minor supporting details. I said that we really can't separate the details from the main ideas, and you saw some activities last week in the practices about what's the main idea of the passage and things like that. This week is going to be focused on really identifying the main ideas, so that's going to be the focus. And it's a combination of all the skills that you've done so far, so you have to pay attention to do your SQ3R first. Do your survey, highlight the title, highlight the major supporting details, then change colors and highlight your highlighter colors and highlight your minor supporting details. Remember, the minor supporting details answer the information questions that you study in grammar class. You know, who, when, where, what, why, how long, how often, find numbers, find names, things like that. Okay, remember in the supporting details I talked about the rhythm of the passage, and it's transition number 1 and then major idea, then minor details, then transition with major idea 2, then minor, then transition with major 3, minor, and then there's a conclusion. When you highlight all of these things, you're going to find that you have color for the title, the major, that's all orange, and then your blue is going to be the minor details, and you'll notice that every sentence, or almost every sentence, has color in it. Then you're going to find that there's there's a few sentences somewhere that don't have any color. And those are going to be the possibilities for your major support. Now we're doing the minors and the supporting details first, so you could use that process of elimination that I talked about. And in the process of elimination, you get rid of all the things that cannot be the main idea. And then what's left over is much fewer. Maybe there's 1, maybe there's 2. And then you find out, then you make your decision about how to determine which one the main idea is. The main idea has the topic. How do you find the topic? It's the idea that repeats. That's the most important thing. What repeats? That's the topic. With Jean-Louise Calment, you saw Jean-Louise, she. Everything was about her, so that was the topic. Okay, the controlling idea is part of the main idea sentence too, and that's what controls the details. If I say Jean-Louise Calment was an interesting person, interesting will identify what the types of major supporting details and minor supporting details that the writer is going to use, and you're going to identify. If I say, for example, this class is difficult, difficult's my controlling idea. If I change the word difficult to easy, it changes all the details. That's how you can find the controlling idea. Also, if I say Jean-Louise Calment is interesting, what's my definition of interesting? What's your definition of interesting? It changes. Also, you cannot take a picture of interesting. You cannot take a picture of difficult. You cannot take a picture of easy. You can take a picture of, or you can look at a calendar to find her date of birth. You can look at a map to find out the city where she was born. You could look at this class and identify what the homework is, okay? Those are things that are specific. Those are the minor supporting details. Okay, so do the SQ3R first, do your highlighting, then you do the process of elimination and get rid of all of that stuff. Identify your topic, find your controlling idea, and when you have all of that, you found your main idea sentence. Some teachers call it main idea sentence, some teachers call it topic sentence. I use both, so you might hear me say either one during the course of the semester. So topic sentence and main idea sentence are the same thing. That's different from identify the topic. The topic is 1 or 2 words. When you get done with this, and if you're not sure what to do, you say to yourself, well, all of the details positive, or are they all negative? So if they're all positive, you have to look for some kind of controlling word that's positive, like interesting or something like that. Okay. In addition to doing all of this practice with the stated main ideas, make sure you continue to practice with your word parts. I'm going to have more stuff turned on for you for the week, and more stuff for your vocabulary and context. Continue working on your supporting details from last week, and start adding all the stuff into the main ideas for this week. From this week to the rest of the semester, we're going to be focusing on combining the different skills and making your reading comprehension stronger, making reading these passages much easier. And even if you're reading something that you don't have any familiarity with, you're still going to be able to do it because you're using your skills for your identifying your topics and supporting details and all that good stuff. When you do the reading passages, when you come to the vocabulary, do the vocabulary last. Remember, you want to get the topic and the main ideas and the details first. The vocabulary can come after. Remember, when you're doing your vocabulary, do your word parts. And if the word parts don't help you, make sure you pay attention to the SAGE technique, and those will help you also. So all of this combined is going to help you increase your reading skills, increase your understanding of the new reading passages, and just think how this is going to help you when you take the CPT, when you go into your courses for your major, and it's all going to be getting easier and easier because you're having more skills and more activities that you could use to combine and make your reading even easier. At the end of the week, you're going to be doing a quiz on one of the readings from Ready to Read More. These are on Silk. I'll be turning on your discussion postings for your pre-reading and your post-reading, so you could work with that with your SQ3R technique. And we're going to have a wonderful week together. And if you have any questions, feel free to email me or post them on the discussion board so everybody can benefit from the interaction with all of us. Have a great week, you guys.